Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a very fun and bright and vibrant eyeshadow look. I'm going to be finally using the Warrior 3 Juvia's Place palette. The colors in here, I swear, are absolutely fire, pigmented, and they just look amazing. I'm going to be focusing mainly on Gola, if I'm saying this correctly, and Congo, and I'm going to try the Candice as well. So this blue lid with a nice smoked out purple lower lid. So let's just see what we're going to get. Stick around. Here we go. 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 Here we go.
It's the talent, the thoughtfulness, and the beauty within the kingdom.
So I just finished my brows. I applied my primer, and so I'm going to go in with a little bit more concealer as a base for these eyeshadow colors. I do feel like because they are pigmented that you don't necessarily need any primer for your eyes as a foundation for it to stick, but I'm curious to see if I just use a basic concealer, if it'll give it something, if it'll heighten up the colors a little bit more. So we're gonna try something different. I can't talk. And I'm gonna first start out with Gola, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm just gonna use my fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to apply that to the upper area of my lid. And I've noticed that when I focus on the lid first, or I'm sorry, the crease, the looks look a lot better. Just because you have that transition color, I think it helps when you're not putting on first the main, let's just say like the main color first, and then you put in that transition color. I feel like it fades it out so much. So I think me applying that transition color first and then going into the color that I want to focus will allow it to be a much better effect on the look. And after that, which I like the amount of blue there, and I love the color on my skin, it kind of gives off a teal vibe to me. Much better. And then I'm going to go in with Congo. This is beautiful shimmery blue. And normally I would highly recommend to get a you can even use like your setting spray to make your brush wet enough so that it can stick onto the brush. But even just me doing 2 little swabs, it went on the brush perfectly. So, and you can see the shimmer from it. It's so pretty. Absolutely pretty. Watery vibes. And even when I'm applying this, it has the undertones of Gola, which I really like. And then I'm going to go back in with that blendy brush and just a tad bit of Gola, and going back in just so that there's no harsh lines or anything of that nature. And I already love the effect that it has. As you can see, it's like Congo, if I'm saying that correctly, is blending in perfectly with Gola. So let me take a little bit more of Congo, and instead of me blending that in too much, I kind of want it to have that shimmery effect, because when I'm blending it in too much, it's kind of losing that. So I'm just going to dab in and pat in just that lower lid area. And now you can see the transition. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. All right, go in with one of my flat brushes, and I'm gonna go in with Candice. It's beautiful purple here. And I'm just gonna do the tip of that brush so that I can apply that to the lower lash line. And on contact, in love. Already in love. It's really beautiful combination of the blue and the purple. And And I'm just putting that on my lower lash line to my liking. I know some people like to do a full, you know, it'll bring it down a lot farther, but I do enjoy it being a little smoked out because we will be applying a black liner so that it has a little bit of structure to it so it's not too crazy. But I have been enjoying using, let's see. I wouldn't mind this actually being inner corner color too. A lot of tongue twisters today, guys. Or maybe I just can't talk. Either or. It's fine. It's pretty. Once I clean it up with that concealer, I think it'll be fire. I'll be back. And I'm back. So I'm gonna go in with LA Girls, LA Colors black liner. Any black liner works just as fine. I always like to make sure it's not super pointy. This is a brand new one, so you don't want that stab in your eye. You can just apply that to your lower lash line. And the only thing that's a bummer about those brand new pencils is that sometimes you have to apply it for a lot longer. If you've had it longer, obviously it's a bit easier, but you know, love that, how that turned out. Perfect, actually. That never happens. I think it's because I have an audience, right? That's usually how everything goes. Things want to cooperate when they want to show off for a company. So let me get a little bit more of Candace, because me applying that black liner did make it disappear. So I'm going to put it a little bit underneath. And I kind of want to blend it close to the outer corner just so it doesn't disappear and it's not like it's random. That's pretty. Let's add some shape to my eyes using this makeup. It's pretty. That's giving me definitely Cleopatra vibes right there. Very pretty. Like that. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this eye, and then we're gonna put on some lashes, and then we're gonna have fun. Here we go. Alright, so I went off camera and applied my lashes. Yo, I was having trouble. It took me about like 15 minutes just to apply these. I'm still learning. I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna get it right. But as of right now, I don't want to show y'all how embarrassing I look trying to put on these lashes. So, I did get these from my local beauty supply. They are the 3D collection 135 by, really quickly, they are by I Envy 3D collection. I actually really like them. They are not too much, but I feel like they are the perfect topper for very dramatic and fun eyeshadow looks. So I was looking at this while I had the mirror up close, and I was like, something's missing. And so I was like, let me add a really pretty inner corner color. So I'm going to go in with the Naked palette from Urban Decay. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first one. And all I'm going to use is just my pinky, and I'm going to go into Virgin here. And I'm going to apply a little bit of that in the inner corners, just so I have something that can open my eye just a little bit more. And so just applying a little bit of that in the corner. I wish I had like a white shadow, but this is the closest that I have to it. And I didn't want to get out any glitter again, because obviously a glitter would have been fire as well. So just a little bit of that in my inner corners. And what I like about this is it blends in with the purple and the blue just about right. So I'm here for it. All right, so we're gonna go in with Fenty Beauty. My color is in the shade 440. Thankfully, the lady that was helping me pretty much match my skin, she was there. I went during, I think, the fall, so my undertones were very orange as she explained them. So she helped me figure out which color was best for me for all times of the year. Perfect. Going a little bit of concealer from LA Girls. My color is Nutmeg. It's not too bright, not too dark. It's just about perfect. So got a little bit on the shadow, but no worries. We can go back in. And I just really love how they, even with the fallout from the shadow, I actually really like how when I had my mirror flipped over to the magnifying side, how it has like little blue shimmers like all on my cheeks and stuff, and I wish it could like show out a little bit more. And with a bright shadow look like this, I would keep my lips a lot more mellow. So I'm just going to go in with a little brown lip with a little bit of lip gloss so that it's not taking over the show. But before I do that, I love my banana powder. I don't know what it is about it. I think it just helps me look matte and defined and just not oily because I have very oily skin. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, when you have makeup on, you don't want to look like you're melting. So I'm gonna go in with the Ben Nye banana powder. I was so happy when my friend gave me this because I was like, yo, I can finally enjoy my makeup a lot longer. It's snowing, guys. It is snowing. And I don't use I don't keep this on for too long. That's why I try to do it right before I'm about to apply my lipstick because it's towards the end, and that way it doesn't give me like this super flashback. But as you can see, because it's snowing, it's everywhere. Okay, so we're going to go in with Chestnut from MAC, and we're going to line your lips. And I am doing a messy job today. Get your life. And I don't want a lot. I just want enough that will define my lips enough just so that when I put the lip gloss on, it doesn't look like I'm just putting it on there with nothing else to kind of go under it. I'm learning to like lip gloss a little bit more. I feel like even like a basic matte, like with a nude inside, would look really good too. I'm going to go in with Moo Rich, if I'm saying that correctly, and they have this lip tint lip gloss. It's absolutely awesome. I did a lipstick look with this one, and I loved the color and how it was more like a subtle lip gloss instead of like kind of like all in your face. And it has this really awesome applicator that I really like. Very brushy instead of the typical applicators. See, it's not too much. And the lip liner I feel like definitely helped with that. So we're gonna go in with a little brush with my fluffy brush, and we're gonna brush over my powder just so it will start to get rid of that white. And I do have excess on the brush as well. I should have blew it off before I did that. But I always get excited for this part because it's like, she matte, she ready. Looking good, girl. I kind of want to use my beauty blender as well to kind of just make sure there's no areas. Really quick, go back in with that lip gloss and just get that in there. So I have this thing for a black lip liner with everything on my lips. I just feel like with my skin complexion, it complements it very well. So I want to see what that looks like. '90s. Even then, it doesn't look like I did anything, but for some love black lip liner. I mean, black liner on my lips. It just, sets it off for me. Okay, I'm gonna go in with ColourPop. I'm gonna go back in with a fluffy brush for highlight. This is an eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlight because it just works for me, and I just like doing things out of the ordinary. So it's called A Little Quirky, and absolutely a beautiful color. Very beautiful. I'm gonna go in with this awesome brush, and we're just going to apply that. I did realize that I forgot my lipstick, my red lipstick, to use it as like a blush. I think that would have been super pretty. I'm such a weirdo. Just a little bit more. I like that much better. So I'm just gonna make sure everything's looking good. See if there's anything I need to fix. Honestly, I can dig it. I like it. No lie. I like the blues, and I love the purple at the bottom. Adds just a nice little touch to it. So I had fun with this a lot. Like, definitely Juvia's Place gets a 10 out of 10 in my book. The colors are super pigmented. I'm very interested to see what it looks like when I don't use a primer, to see if it gives as much of a bright look as this one did. Like I said, I think because of the colors that they have and on chocolate skin, I feel like it just works regardless. So from one queen to another, I hope to see you guys very soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Push my little face right there. Click this video to see my other makeup videos. And from one queen to another, if I didn't already say that, which I did, but that's okay. Bye.